Bill, Sil, thanks both for joining me again. Not often you get to watch a Sunday's racing like this, but we've got Sandown, we've got the Eclipse on Sunday. What a day's racing it is. We'll get straight into the 150, the cold charge. Sil, not the ride you were hoping for, but a winner is a winner. Sadly, Art Power doesn't go, who was one of the most impressive horses at Royal Ascot. Bill, in the cold charge, nice big handicap for your sort of race. Give us a couple of prices.
Yeah. Well, it's a group race, not a handicap, but it's.
Apologies, of course.
I never want to pick you up on mistakes, Luke. But no, group race.
No, I wouldn't have thought Art Power was in a handicap. I've got a bit of respect for him.
It's a really good race, and Sylv, you ride Caspian Prince at the top.
Yeah, and yeah, well, the old boy hit a goal last week, did it, at Newcastle? You know, he jumped out, and we never saw him. And you know, I'm happy I got a ride, and you know, he knows his way around every sprint track in the country, so I can't complain with that. But you know, I think he's a horse in form in the race. Is John Queen's filly, you know, Liberty Beach. You know, I think he's in form, and I know Charlie Appleby has come on top. Lazuli.
Yeah, I mean, the conditions of the race, kind of, everything points to the 3-year-olds, doesn't it? They just get that little bit, particularly the 3-year-old. At Liberty Beach gets, you know, whatever it is, 9 pounds off, or 8 pounds off Caspian Prince. It'd be very hard to keep her out of it. And Lazuli won really well at Sandown, got the course form. I had it between those two. If I had to go for one, I'd probably go for Lazuli, but it would be a coin toss between Lazuli and Liberty Beach, to be honest.
Yeah. If we whiz forward to the 225, the Henry II Stakes, what a race this is! But how tricky is this as a punter? I'll go down the card because we've got 5 runners. That 15-8 Cross Counter, 3-1 Dashing Willoughby, 4-1 Spanish Moon, 4-1 Withhold, 7-1 Summer Moon. Summer Moon, who you put up for us at Ascot, who ran a blinder, coming third, Sil. Yeah. Dashing Willoughby is a horse you might know well as well, with your connections with Andrew Balding. What a great race, but what a tricky one for a punter. If you could ride one, Sil, who would it be?
I'll go for Summer Moon.
The outsider, that's what we like to hear, at a price as well.
I go for Summer Moon. He ran a huge race, you know, at Ascot, and, you know, you got the couple of honors there, but I still think he's a class horse, you know. I think the race could be very suitable for him. Stiff track, you know. If they let him get away with the leaders, like, he's a hard to beat. He's a horse who could be in front or second. He's still quicker for you, you know.
Right. Okay. And Bill?
Yeah, like you say, really trappy race. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing Naif Road run here, but he doesn't run. Cross Counter for me. I mean, he ran well placed in the Gold Cup last time. Yeah. He's on a bit of a comeback trail. This, you know, the conditions of the race, everyone carries 9 stone 2. I think he's rated 118 or something, but you know, he's the one for me.
Right. Okay. Let's quick through to the 3 o'clock, which is a handicap, the Coral Challenge. Top of the market, Montatham is a 15-8 chance. Dark Vision, who was so impressive and so well backed at Royal Ascot, is the 4-1 second favourite. But Sylv, you ride Zaywan. Andrew Balding's a 12-1 chance. Seasonal reappearance. What can you tell us about him?
It hasn't been out this year, but he's done plenty at home. And he's been knocked on the door last year, all of his form. And, you know, I think it will be a quite tight race, you know, but I can't see him run well here, you know. And he's a competitive for me, you know. But I think William Hager's horse, I think is the one to beat Jim Crowley.
Fair enough. I liked Dark Vision here, Bill, I must admit. Have you played in the race?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played in the race. I mean, I do like Dark Vision. He's been much more consistent this season than in previous. I mean, Sylv knows Dark Vision pretty well. You know, you won a Goodwood on him as a 2-year-old or whatever, and I think you were on him a couple of starts back when he just got done by Sabusca. That form doesn't look so bad now. It's just whether he can keep that line of consistency up. it's on paper it's between him and Muttasamami or whatever he's called, the variant horse. No, Montatham or whatever.
Montatham, yeah.
Montatham. Just one at a big price. If I was to play in the race, just have a look at Acquitted right the way down the bottom. The 3-year-old of Hugo Palmer's didn't stay the mile and a quarter at Ascot, but previously at Newcastle, he gave the good horse of John Gosden's, the St James's Palace Stakes, when it was Palace Pier, a bit of a fright at Newcastle, and he was well backed in that.
Well backed at Ascot as well, yeah.
Well backed to Newcastle, and I think he will run really well. Jason Watson, it's a weight thing now. He's got 8 stone 1. The top one like Quasar and Dark Vision have got 9-10, 9-9. Acquitted's a very talented horse. I just thought he might be the value.
Okie dokie. Right, let's get straight into the Eclipse on Sunday and the showdown between Enable and Gayeth. Enable is a sort of even money 11-10 chance on the opening tissues. Gayeth is a 9-4. Sylv, you ride Bangkok, who's a 50-1 chance, who's obviously got it to do. Can you give us any hope, or are you going to steer us in the direction of one of the others?
Wow, I think probably I'll be following the top ones here. You can't take Enable out, and the only horse to me could give her a go. Basically, I think he's only in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, okay. I think he, if Adrian is a master to run a horse fresh, and and he finished 4th last time. So I think the only horse could give her a go is Japan.
It's interesting, Bill, because you're going to get a price about Japan is about a 4-1, 9-2 chance. Friendless Ascot, friendless when beaten. I think didn't expect it to win, and maybe needed the run, and today could be the day to get into him.
Yeah, I agree with Silva. I mean, you've always got to be able to forgive a horse one below par run. You can't keep forgiving horses, but that was his reappearance. We've seen how the O'Brien horses can take a huge step forward in the second run. I mean, don't forget, this was when he won at Ascot last year. He went on the one at Longchamp. He beat Crystal Ocean at York. I mean, he's a proper mile and a quarter horse. They didn't think he really stayed a mile and a half. So this is probably the time to have him. They're going to go hard. Gayeth will make it a real test. I agree. If I had to play in the race, I'd play Japan. I just wish there was an 8th runner for the each way, because you're basically in a win-only scenario. But it's a great race. It's a cracking race to watch. I think Enable is vulnerable though.
Right, interesting. Well, you can forgive a horse one run. Okay, let me have my first moan of the Zoom room, speaking through my pocket. You ride Fox Chairman in the 405, Sylv. He's getting expensive for me to follow. I need to get some money back, I'm afraid. He was disappointing, wasn't it, in the Queen Anne?
Yeah, he was, but he's a big horse, and it was his first run. It's hard to be throwing the deep end, having your first run in the year. You have to be really tuned up. And he's a horse Andrew likes, and he look forward, always for the future with this boy. And obviously we've got the favorite, John Gosden. He's a good horse. He won, he's been on Bit Book and in the weather the last 3 starts. And, I just hope they can go hard and I'll be able to follow them. And I'm sure he's going to put a better run than what he did in Ascot for sure,
I'll stick with him then. I'll stick with him. Bill?
Yeah, I agree. I like Fox Chairman. I mean, Silva will back me up. He just looked like they were going too fast for him in the Queen Anne. He looks like mile and a quarter's his trip. I'm not sure Group 1 over a mile was a right place to start in, but I'm not sure that's his bag. I think this is a listed race over a mile and a quarter is far more his bag. If there's any rain about, that's a good thing rather than a bad thing. I think he's the one. I would go with Fox Chairman. I thought it was very interesting that Andre Fab's bringing a horse over, Magny Corps. He's the form book says he's got lots to do, but you won't go skin following Andre Fab horses that travel over here. And the fact that this horse beat Persian King last time and Persian King won on the weekend shows you that the form is pretty solid. So Fox Chairman for me, but Magny Corps the danger.
Look at us being all loyal and faithful, hey? The 3 amigos sticking together. Up to you to get him home then, please, Silva, in the 405. Yeah. Thanks both for joining me. Good luck to everyone all weekend. like I said, if you do want to bet on the phone, that number's 08000 521 321. The website is there for you. Plenty of specials all weekend. Let's all try and find some winners.
Brilliant. Good luck, Sylv.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers,
Thanks all.
Cheers.